A sales job. Well, it's certainly not a natural place for us to find our introverted selves. Did you grow up doing it? Were you a part of a family or a small business where you just kind of had to take over? Let's explore some of the ways you might have ended up here, and maybe we'll feel a little less crazy. So these are in no particular order, and your reasons could be a blend of any of them. So, number one, intrigue. I think being intrigued with a product or service is a pretty compelling backstory. For example, you're so interested in Hawaiian agriculture that you developed a passion for exporting pineapples and coconuts or whatever. You think they're the best fruits on earth, so you naturally felt that desire to help spread the word and make a career out of it. So that's why you got into selling them. Or maybe you're a car nut and you're just obsessed with details and specs about cars. Well, that would make you a great candidate to sell those kinds of things. You've got the passion part down. Now you just have to figure out how to be an introvert and sell the stuff. An interesting side note is that after only a few months of study and experience, you'll probably be more knowledgeable about your products than your customers are. So you can harness that advantage for your benefit as you educate them too. And last, it's okay if you don't share some kind of passion for your products, at least to start. You can develop an interest for your products later, even if you don't understand them that much right now. All right, number two. Maybe you got into sales, you're just slogging through it right now because it's part of your career path, or it's a requirement that you have to do. Maybe you're gunning for another job in management, or you're cross-training for a different part of the company. And whether or not you want to stay in a sales capacity full-time, you probably know by now that you're going to learn a lot, and you're going to push yourself in directions you may not want to go naturally. If you're just temporary in the sales world, check out the rest of my videos and website and see how you might be able to benefit if you stick it out, or at least help yourself along for the time being. Reason number three, you're born into it, or you're in a small family business and you wear a lot of hats. A lot of introverts are going to find themselves in this category. They don't want to be salespeople, but they work at a small business and maybe they're even the only employee at this business, so sorry, that makes you the head salesperson amongst other things. You know, you see these guys at the farmers markets and art walks, etc. They're working it. But it's also really common for family businesses, for kids brought up following their parents around, always understanding the concept of taking care of customers. It's just what has to be done for the business to survive, and the world doesn't care if you're introverted or extroverted. You just got to find a way to do it. Well, that's why I'm glad that I created Sales for Introverts for people just like you, because we are going to figure it out one way or the other, so we might as well get good at it. Reason number four, necessity. You just had to have a job. Well, this is not that exciting, and there's not much to dive into here. If you needed a paycheck and sales was all you could find, then I'm glad you're here, and I wish you the best of luck. I think you, of all people, would appreciate the Sales for Introverts material, as it will help you adjust quickly into your vital job and just maybe start to excel at it. Reason number five, you have a natural desire to sell. Well, finally, even introverts can have a natural desire to sell. I'll be honest, this was me. I chose sales among other reasons because I knew it would be the most challenging with my personality type. When I was in college, I don't think I really understood that I was an introvert, and it probably wouldn't have been cool to admit it, but I definitely felt like something was off. And that bothered me. If others can do it, why not me? Maybe I can be that high roller, nicely dressed person that can close huge deals and go out to nice dinners and stuff like that. Well, of course, that isn't the reality most days, but there is a natural high that I saw others experiencing, and it just interested me. Maybe it did you too. And it might seem paradoxical, but introverts also like to perform. Yep, like in a play or on stage or expressing some kind of creativity. To me, sales is a performance that you get paid for. And the better you are, the more you get paid. Just like the better movies and musicians get paid more money in general. Well, sales was just an avenue that I thought I could really give a decent shot. And all of that was despite my deep, dark introversion. It was a way for me to perform and occasionally have a little fun. Now, don't get me wrong, I've fallen on my face too many times to count, and I've had more tomatoes fly at me, but that's just part of it. But I do have that performance spirit in me, and I'm glad I picked a career path that helps scratch that itch. Well, that's all the reasons I can think of right now. So if you have others, feel free to comment below. Love to hear it. I appreciate your interest in this, and if you're one of those introverts that's found your way into the sales world, you will love my other content on YouTube and especially on my website at salesforintroverts.com. So remember, sign up for my training course. It's awesome and will really speak to you as an introvert in the sales world. Thanks. Have a great day.